what he does is he respects the experience. So he knows exactly what he feels, and he knows exactly how to make us feel that very same thing, or as I just mentioned, like our own interpretation of said song, but the respect to that experience. I'm getting the goosebumps just thinking about it. Skål, everybody, and welcome back to another Saturday Day. So I don't know if you guys are actually aware that I'm pretty much a huge geek, a nerd, a sci-fi, a fantasy connoisseur, if you will. I really love everything fantasy. My favorite fantasy series being The Wheel of Time, but a very heavy second place would be Lord of the Rings. And to see, it's actually The Hobbit in this case, but to see Dan Vasc doing Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit themed stuff, you know I have to check that out. So the one song we are checking out today is The Last Goodbye from The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. That's what we're doing today. You knew that because you clicked the thumbnail, but we're going to check it out right now, and I'm actually pretty curious to see how he will do this. Like, what will he make of this? Again, is it going to be very close to the original? I think it will be. Or will he put in a very heavy Dan twist? I think he will try and stick to the original quite a bit. So, shall we? We shall. Off we go. Oh, it's gonna be heavy.
I saw the light fade from the sky. On the wind I heard a sigh. As the snowflakes cover my fallen brothers, I will say this last
Whoa!
goodbye. Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away. Over hill and under tree, through lands where never light has shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. Under cloud, beneath the stars, over snow and winter's morn, I turn at last to paths that lead home. And though where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. Many
This guy really knows how to pull your heartstrings, doesn't he? It's that line that he just sang. For those that don't know, right? I've shared this on X. I've shared this in several places, but we just got the news that my dog, my puppy, I don't care, she's 10, but right, my puppy, she has a mass, she has cancer, so she has maybe a few months left, but not much more than that. If at all. It could be over real quick. But we've come this way. So basically it's going to end. And what he just sang, those lines matched up exactly. So I'm trying really hard to not make it all about that, like to make my whole mood be simply because of the bad news that I've gotten recently. But this is also the beauty of music. Let's put it like that. This is the beauty of music because everybody, when listening to music, when listening to lyrics, has a frame of reference. So we all listen to music and like look at it from a different perspective. So we all have our different meanings to a song. And to me, this just really hits home right now. So this song, I tell you, this guy pulls your heartstrings. He does it really, really well. So we're going back a bit and listen to the heartstring pulling again. I loved it. Very clean, very emotional. I love it.
When winter's morn, I turn alas to paths that lead home, and though where the road then takes me, I cannot tell. We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell. Many places I have been, many sorrows I have seen, but I won't regret, nor will I forget all who took that road with me. Night is now falling, so ends this day. The road is now calling, and I must away over hill and under tree, through lands where never light is shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea.
All I can think is when I listen to him is, my God, dude, you always do it justice. It's not just a song, right? It's, of course he does the song justice, but what he does is he respects the experience. So he knows exactly what he feels, and he knows exactly how to make us feel that very same thing, or as I just mentioned, like our own interpretation of said song, but the respect to that experience. I'm getting the goosebumps just thinking about it. He respects the experience, and it's absolutely amazing to me how he does that. This is the reason why I love that man so much as a bro, right? As a bro.
And under tree, through lands where never light is shone, by silver streams that run down to the sea. To this memories I will hold, with a blessing I will go.
The training this man had.
To paths that lead home, and though
Wow.
the road then takes me, I cannot tell.
So clean.
We came all this way, but now comes the day to bid you farewell.
Oh. Listen to the background vocals.
I bid you all a very fond farewell.
Perfection. See, even the ending. I love it I absolutely love it when musicians, composers use silence. Right? It's a very, very effective tool when you want to convey emotion or shock, even. Like, the best example that would be non-music, if you have seen Game of Thrones, for example, and if you have seen it, right, then you will understand it instantly what I'm talking about. The episode, the Red Wedding, well, I think it was called different, but the Red Wedding episode, everybody knows that episode if you've seen the show. All the shit went down, and they ended with complete silence. The outro was complete silence. That episode had me sitting literally 20 minutes like, what the actual fuck just happened? That feeling I had at the very end was elevated because of that silence. Like that moment that makes you think, that makes you feel. And he just, at the very ending of this song, did the same thing. He ended on a emotional note, and he just stopped. And left you with that feeling. He left you with that whatever emotion you were feeling at that moment, and it lingers. And that's, the song ends, but it stays with you. That experience that I just mentioned, like the respecting of the experience, it stays with you. So the song is over, but the experience lingers on. I love that. It's so very smart. And again, it respects the experience. It's that's Dan. I love that. Obviously, there's other artists that do this as well, but like an artist that was really good with that, by the way, was for example Queen. They did that, or Simon and Garfunkel. They did that as well. Very, very clever use of silence. Like Bohemian Rhapsody, for example, had one of those moments. It used silence. I loved it. But this was an experience. I tried really hard to not only stay in my own bad news sphere kind of thing that I am in right now. I hope it didn't take away from the reactions that I'm doing right now, by the way. But it just life, right? Life hits, and this song, as I said, it's the beauty of music in general. We all have our own frame of reference. We all interpret songs very differently. Like, even from time to time, like even from experience to experience, it might be different. So that's the beauty of music. This was gorgeous. I absolutely loved it, and I hope you liked it too. If you did, then by all means, please like, subscribe, and get notified for future videos, and let me know what else to react to. I have a huge list of songs that I want to react to that people have requested, so I'm going through them slowly. By all means, if I haven't done yours yet, I will get to it, but there's so many. There's really so many. But by all means, let me know what else to react to. Like, even if it's already requested, I count the votes. I see what people really want to listen to or me to react to. And I will do so. Thank you. And now I only have one more thing to say. Viking out. Peace!